so what we see is Jeroboam creates an entire system that institutionalizes disobedience for an entire people, for an entire society. He builds the system on lies, and then he installs wicked leaders, namely himself, in charge of that system. He establishes a pattern of false worship through lies and improper leaders. And what you see throughout the Old Testament is that this pattern of false worship, this institutionalized disobedience, is difficult to break. Now, I said earlier that this isn't our focus. This is one of 5 things we're learning from Jeroboam. But Jeroboam is presented 25 times in 1st and 2nd Kings as a model of wickedness. And so we must look at what he did, and we must say, what can we learn from this? And as we do that, and we update this story and apply it to the present day, we would have to point out, and we need to be very clear about this as the people of God, we would have to point out that the leaders of modern America have done the same. They have institutionalized disobedience to the God of the universe, the creator of heavens and earth. 2 examples. There are actually laws in place that support a campaign of extermination against unborn babies. We have institutionalized the most wicked thing possible, killing the most defenseless human beings in our society. Another example, there are actually laws in place that support sodomy. Furthermore, there are actually people who claim to be Christian ministers who support these laws. And while God disapproves of all of this, Christians are hiding in caves, hoping the system doesn't find out that they're supposed to disapprove. And so then we have to ask, what should we do? Is this not the question of the hour? What should Christians do once evil has become institutionalized? Well, when you look at this text, you see what Jeroboam does to institutionalize evil. There's 2 things we can do. And realize I don't present this as some sort of simple solution. Here's 2 things. Just do this and everything's fine. No, it's hideously complex. I'm admitting that. But here's 2 things we should do. Christians should first point out the lies. If the system is built on lies, then to undermine the institutionalized disobedience, you would have to undo the lies. You would have to point out the lies. Which means you have to be clear thinking enough to actually see the lies. And then you have to be articulate enough to actually talk about them. And then you have to have the guts, the boldness that comes from the Spirit to actually then say it in public. And then the second thing we can do is, if this system is run by wicked men, we then have to realize the importance of having proper leaders.